One stage, one night, one of public radio's most beloved voices live in Oklahoma City. Shankar Vedantam brings Hidden Brain to OCCC's Visual and Performing Arts Center on Saturday, September 26th at 6 p.m., and tickets are on sale now. This is the kind of evening you don't want to hear about later. Get your tickets now at kosu.org/tickets.
Support for the Red Dirt D&D podcast comes from Home Creations, Oklahoma City builders providing homes in the OKC metro for over 40 years, offering new homes with wood-like tile, LED lighting, and smart thermostats. Locations and features at homecreations.com.
Welcome to the round table for Red Dirt D&D 5th edition Curse of the Clockwork City for episodes 66 to 68. Woo!
Yay!
Woo!
Yay!
I am so excited to be back because it's been a while since I've seen these beautiful people, including
Michael Cross.
Woo!
Hi, I'm Johnny, and this is probably the last time you'll hear me this episode. Until next week.
Hi, curious.
Connor Shenold.
Lung cancer's bad, boys and girls. Don't do it. It is so good to see you guys. We have had we've had a break ourselves. We've had
We've been on our summer hiatus.
Yeah,
Yes.
which actually happened earlier than summer, but
It was a great way for you guys to finish out school.
Yes.
I mean, April through June is tough for people who are teachers. Just letting you guys know. If you have any teacher friends, April through June, don't bother them.
It might be tough for regular
here's the
folks.
thing
I don't know.
Is May is tough because we're so busy. August into mid-August to mid-September is tough because we're so tired.
Yeah.
Johnny, Connor, you guys are normal people.
Yeah.
What's it
How
like?
dare you?
When are you
I realized
so
as soon as
tired?
it came out of my mouth. Is that springtime hecticness? Does that bleed over into people who have real jobs?
All the kids are out of school, and they've gone through the first year of college, first semester of college, and they've got all that figured out, and they know how to put their stuff in a car and move themselves. No, as far as my work goes, Connor and I can't speak for you. As far as my work goes, it roller coasters. You never know. It's oil and gas. It's software development in the oil and gas industry. So it roller coasters with the market.
There you go.
Yeah, you never know. You can't really predict it's going to be busy because it's June. Well, it's going to be busy because the prices are high.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
absolutely wild in your field right now. I'm sure.
Yeah, it's like I have the yay of the software development, but the
But also panic.
yeah.
Yay, job security. Panic. I have to figure this out.
So like a warlock who's made a pact with, and now we're like, yay! Oh,
Yeah, always crying, just like a warlock. Michael knows.
Connor, how about you in the mundane human world?
I don't know about mundane. Our busy months are January, and then June, July, and then October. So we get hit with a lot of stuff around those months.
Our busy
Amazing.
time is elections.
Election. So yeah, you're busy right now.
Right
Yeah.
now, things are insane.
Yeah.
Because everyone who's listening to this, you'll be listening to this in a couple of months. But
It's mid-June for us.
yeah, it's like the week of the primaries, and it is insane. Every television station has I go to the gym, and every TV has all this AI generated,
Yeah, oh my God.
horrible pack, dark money ads. It's
Yep.
ridiculous.
Yep. You're insulated that just a little bit, kind of like we are here in the wonder of the KOSU studios. Thank you very much. Because your KOSU does not take outside ads,
That
right?
is why I listen to public radio. And it's why I have so many people like, I can't stand watching TV. I can't stand watching television news. I can't stand watching television. I said, well, here's your trick. Stop.
Just
you
get
need
your
if you
news
need your
from the
news,
radio.
Get it from Public radio. Trust me, you'll never go wrong. Yeah.
Also, plug for PBS Passport. Part of your money goes to your local PBS station. So, like, my PBS Passport gives a little bit to OETA.
Which right now they need it.
And you get all kinds of really great, cool shows, including some news.
Yeah.
Sweet. Teaser, speaking of great, cool new shows, maybe, and funding, maybe. We're going to talk about something a little bit later on.
Excellent. Woo! Hey, so I've been really enjoying what we've been going through the Haunted Isles and stuff like that. That's been fantastic.
Getting there anyway.
Yeah, my wife was very surprised when she found out about the Elegant Man. And loved that moment. Absolutely loved that moment. So she had no clue, and so when it happened, she was really surprised. So yeah,
it's Chekhov's hat of disguise. Your DM can't let you use a hat of disguise to trick his PCs so oft. He has to get it too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, and
because it's fun.
And I don't know if it was Moxie or not, but Kiri, I think, suspected the two passengers right away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no reason for them to be on this boat. This is not a great boat, number one.
I really thought that Kobe would be such a distraction that you guys would be like, there it is. That's the one. And then the other guy is just our card, right?
It just happens to be
this
somebody.
elegant
You
man.
kept describing him as Elegant Man, which seemed suspicious.
Yeah, and
You keep pointing to him.
I think we mentioned this maybe last roundtable or in one of the outtakes where it was like people would be like, "Okay, I'm gonna go talk to him," and then Brooke would just segue into something
Every time. Okay, I'm gonna go sit down and talk to the Elegant Man. So what's going on upstairs? What's going on up here? I'm like, and we never really caught on, which we should have. But yes, once you said that girl, that Moxie girl, Kimberly was like, oh.
Yes, I think we talked about it last time maybe, but I did. I thought that was the dead giveaway. I thought that Connor was going to pick it up immediately and be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. But
nope.
You didn't either.
Yeah.
But it worked out beautifully.
I was too busy shaking him down for cool stuff.
It worked out beautifully because all the emojis on the Discord, which, by the way, you can have access to for just $5 Patreon level, all the emojis on the Discord of just the sweating gifts,
Yeah.
whenever whenever the Elegant Man / Minther got slapped, and then it was like, okay, we're done.
Yeah. It was a great moment.
I'm done putting up with this facade and keeping this under wraps, right?
A great moment. I was certainly not expecting it to be Minthra, and then even dropping the hints of that Moxie girl.
That girl.
Way
That
over my
girl,
head.
yeah.
Was wonderful.
Johnny, so how's your prepared dark elf fantasy going there? Because,
Yeah, I'm trying really hard to make it not be August. Because this would be a whole different show. I am trying to react, though, that, I've heard enough word on the street that I know the position.
Oh, that's interesting.
So that's why it's when someone pops off to her, for those of you at home, I'm pointing to Kiri. I get ready to heal my own wounds. Because I'm like, she's going to get hit so hard it's going to hurt 3 other people.
Moxie doesn't like being told what to do.
Right? It's an interesting clash. And it is also interesting that once Moxie realizes she doesn't backpedal, but
she, out of respect for Sable, she's trying to be less provoking.
Yeah.
Be less agitating.
And I think
Trying being the operative word there.
it was probably you describing what Moxie realized, but you said something like the way August reacted to her was unnerving, that was scary, and so that helped. Maybe that helped Moxie be like, okay, time out. what's going on, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and then of course it is a little bit awkward because, like, at the very beginning, Minthra is a little upset with Sable, annoyed. She doesn't seem like mad, but it's like, I couldn't do the plan I wanted to do, and this is kind of your fault.
Yeah.
You're the only person I can really blame here. And Moxie doesn't want, like, this is a very, like, I can't protect you from a dragon, but this is just a person. So, hey. And so she's going to pop off at the mouth.
Yeah.
But she also, again, like I said, out of, like, trying to, like, I understand this is a person that you admire, I guess. So I'm going to try to. And then,
It's important to Sable for some reason.
well, and the thing is that Moxie knows that August has a very good moral compass. And so she's gonna, like, listen to that. But also be, like, a little, I don't want to say suspicious, wary is a better word,
Yeah, for sure.
of this person she doesn't know.
Sable look like maybe we're gonna, Connor looks like maybe we're gonna add to that, no?
No, not really.
Okay. There's that conversation, that quick line, like Sable and Minthra go off into another room for just a quick minute, and she says something like, the only reason she's not bleeding out right now is because of you. You know, like.
Thank you for not harming my friends, Minthra.
I think Minthra, and probably why she put up with it, right, was that Minthra realizes the mission is more important than her ego, maybe, at this moment. I don't think she's going to forget about it, though.
No, this is permanently etched into her mind.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. That'll be one of those things, not consequences necessarily like in a back alley, you know, although I have teased that the Siren Song On Fire is a really good. Anyway.
It's one of those telltale games. Minthra will remember that.
Right.
Well,
Box
and it's
text that
interesting.
pops up in the corner.
It's interesting that happens, of course, also after the interaction with the Griffins. I think if Minthra had never seen Moxie in action, she's going off of intel that she has from other people, because Sable hasn't talked about Moxie's, like, skill set that much, at least on camera.
She's always referred to you as that Moxie girl and the
Right.
bartender.
Messes things up.
You're right.
Right.
Exactly.
So then I think that seeing the team in action, because obviously it wasn't just Moxie, it was everybody. She understands that that friendship is a liability,
Yeah.
but these people are also good fighters. They may not be soldiers. They may not take orders.
I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised if there was an outcome where she approached you and said, "Hey, you're good. Do you want a side gig?"
Well, and Moxie has worked with the Sapphire Society before. We haven't talked about it much. We haven't like seen it happen on camera.
Has that been more like an intel level?
But it's been more of a, hey, this is an evil man, like a smaller Zaylen Pierce, right? He's about to die. He has an innocent wife and daughter at home. And so Moxie would go in and, like, kidnap them, right? Would go in and, like, help them get to safety so that they aren't home when the Sapphire Society go in to assassinate, to get them out of that harm's way or something like that.
Yeah. Or
and-
afterwards, hey, there's been an accident and this family needs some help.
Right. And then Rhapsody has done forging in similar situations for the Sapphire Society plenty of times.
Yeah.
As an artist.
Speaking of sizing people up, Johnny, you did a really great job with almost kind of like a psychic duel or a mental duel in a way between Minthra and August, because they size each other up as far as, like, when she takes off the hat and you see the weaponry and the armor and things, there's kind of like it wasn't quite tumbleweed moment, you know, but they size each other up.
Yeah, the whole thing with the way he was reacting to Moxie, to Moxie, he also wanted to come across as don't confuse respect with weakness. Yeah.
For sure.
So he was trying to make it he sizes everybody up.
Yeah.
Right.
He was trying to make it glaringly obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even to the point of, you might kick my ass, but I'm gonna hit you a few times.
Right. It reminded me of like an old samurai movie, or this is super nerdy, or the moment with in the Clone Wars, I think it is, Darth Maul and Obi-Wan on Tatooine or whatever, and one of them changes the position of their grip, and the other one moves their foot, and then that causes the first person to change a stance or whatever. It felt like that kind of interplay as you were
Four
moving.
styles Obi-Wan was trained in, kept shifting through. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wesley and Inigo fighting, doing the fencing.
Yes.
Which kind of, I thought,
I expect you. You probably expect me to attack with a gripper.
Yeah. What I find most Capricorns are.
If you don't know, is I'm right-handed.
Yes. I think you're right. I think
I got to
that
make a
sizing
quick
up
character note.
was
Just a
definitely-
minute. There I go.
So after we find out we have this whole discussion with Mithrin, then we decide we're going to overtake.
Yes. And we get to have
Copper
an
Dragon.
airship battle.
Well, we have a great.
I did not want to have an airship battle. I was planning to overtake them. See, we were just going to go fast enough to pass them. I did not expect that moment in Wrath of Khan when the thing's clear and all of a sudden you see the ship right in front of him. And it's like, hard to port! It's like, I did not expect us to be right in front of the ship.
Oh, I wrote that down in my little notes. That moment whenever, like, is it the Reliant in Star Trek?
it's the Reliant.
Yeah, when the Reliant just goes, whoa, like right over the saucer of the Enterprise or whatever, right? Yeah. That was...
I can still hear the music, too. That's the amazing part. I love that movie.
We were really counting on the ship getting slowed down, though. And it was like, I don't know if,
and the fact
Logan would be
that
able to
we
pull
thought
that
we
off.
could speed up enough, but they, and when we passed them, did not expect to come right up into a ship battle, ship-to-ship battle. So, which was amazing, by the way. Fantastic job.
It was fun. I knew there were going to be was going to be targeting of the engines, right, to take ships down, and the best way to do that is fireball. So,
Well, I think Moxie and Kiri had it correct. Was like they have no qualms about shooting us down. We, on the other hand, are a little bit. We can knock them down, but we can't like destroy their ship.
Yeah.
Well, because we had that long conversation, either at the beginning of that episode or the previous episode, where I say no emotions aside, the greater good says we need to shoot that plane out of the sky and let all of those people die.
Yeah.
You guys obviously don't want to do that.
Well, I
I don't want
can't.
to do that either. And
And
so
that
then,
moment when, like, 3/4 of the table is, quote, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the...
That's right.
Go ahead.
so then we're doing those fireballs start coming our way, and I don't remember who it was, but somebody mentioned, "Hey, Kiri, you have that wand of fireballs." I was like, "Yeah, but you guys just told me I can't shoot this thing. I can't blow up this ship, so I'm not going to do that."
Right, and that's what was really funny. And I don't want to jump all the way to the end yet because I do want to talk about it. But that very end, when that's exactly what Dr. Stone did, was start shooting fireballs inside the cockpit. It's like, screw this, you guys are going down. I was
So if you're hitting the edge and making it slowly go down, we're aiming for the cockpit.
I think Dr. Stone was. I mean, by this time it was frustration.
Yeah.
It just absolute frustration that nothing was getting done, and they were.
Well, and I think part of it also, and this is like a gameplay thing, and this is, I need you to know, this is not any issue with Brooke or anything like that. Brooke knew how the airships worked. We didn't.
Right.
So Brooke knew that he could do a fireball at this engine and it wouldn't blow up the ship.
Yes.
We did not know that.
Yeah. Is ether
I assume
flammable?
that.
Is it like hydrogen?
Right, we don't know. Is it a Hindenburg or is it
Oh, the humanity. No.
like, so I was already nervous doing firebolt at the balloon. I'm like, I don't know, this is gonna blow it up. Hopefully not.
Yeah.
So
I figured it wouldn't be. I figured they would probably use something that was not flammable.
it is
only-
magic.
Well,
A magical world.
and also because I think, there's so many of them that, like, maybe a Hindenburg thing might have already happened at one point. At that point, you have to switch to something more non-flammable.
Yeah.
There were tests.
Yeah, too soon. Yeah.
Right, but so then that kind of like hindered our ability to effectively really damage. The ship.
Which I think might play into just being great characters because, does Dr. Stone know anything about
never
Clockwork
even been
airships?
in an airship,
right?
and I think most of us we wouldn't have that knowledge.
Yeah.
But of course, we maybe could have asked.
We could
People we probably could have
well,
asked.
here's the
There
thing.
could have been some knowledge checks. Who knows?
Here's the other thing about that. I guess we had
Yeah,
you
too
and
bad we
I
don't
were,
have knowledge checks in this yet.
you and I were in the cockpit with Lanks, I guess, but the captain canonically hard to find in this very small ship.
I know.
Yeah.
She rushes in after the battle every single time. Maybe that's why she lived so long as a pirate.
Yeah.
She's really good at showing up at the very end. Oh, I take out this last guy.
She's just in her quarters having some Earl Grey tea. She's
And-
not.
As the ship is blowing up.
And so, yeah.
That's what
We're
Lanks
being
is for.
rocked out at the sky. It's fine. But yeah, she's notoriously difficult to find. But then on the other side of that, on the other hand of that, if Brooke wanted us to be able to really hurt that ship, he could have had Logan do more damage. Right? Because if that all happened we don't know what happened. We don't
Brooke was in charge of what he did.
Yes,
Right.
yes, exactly.
Logan didn't tell us what he was able to accomplish. We just know that one of the guards can't hold his liquor. That's all we know about that interaction. And so if Brooke had seen us being really, really frustrated and thought, oh, I'm just going to let them have this, he could have let Logan make more damage.
Right. And that's a lesson for anybody who's wanting to be a DM is you can do this. It's how to control your game without necessarily railroading. But yeah, I already know what's going to happen, so I can control what I can control to make sure that what I'm expecting to happen, it happens. Yeah. And that's why it was so frustrating for Dr. Stone, because he thought he had a plan, and when they passed over, again, I don't mean to be jumping in.
No, you're good.
When they passed over at the end, it was like, you didn't mean we didn't do anything. We didn't do anything but drop our own ship.
We did.
It slowed. It
was slowed, and they lost all control. Like no steering because you took out the cockpit.
Yeah.
It's not just like you took out the people in the cockpit. You took out the cockpit. So they can't steer. So they have to kind of hope for land.
Yeah.
There is definitely some frantic piloting checks happening below decks because the helm, for lack of a better term, right, the steering wheel.
I was going for a very Flash Gordon moment when Ming the Merciless comes in and takes out the pilots in the cockpit.
Awesome.
At the very beginning of Flash Gordon.
Yeah. I want to come back to Logan in a moment, but I can't recall. I think it might have been on tape, but we had a discussion about, can the fireball get through the glass,
It was
right?
on tape.
Because I was seeing my old school brain was like, no, there's this moat that comes out
And that's how you described your fireballs happening.
and travel.
Which is exactly, it does.
Right?
It actually says that in the description. However, there is nothing in the description that says that moat can't go through walls, glass,
Right.
people,
You
whatever.
just have to be able to see
You
where
just have
it
to
blows
see
up.
where you're going. So I figured it was a moat, and then it goes through the glass,
Yes.
Magic.
and then explodes in the spot where I said to explode.
And that's something with that cooperative story playing where, one, let the rule of cool win, right? If it's not going to totally destroy, break things, right? And two, I had to adjust because it does. It says, at a point you can see.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't say anything about barriers or, you can't see through a wall per se, but you can see through glass.
Right.
So I'm like, yeah, it somehow does go through the glass. And then,
I mean, if you really wanted it to not, if you really wanted the physics to work to where it couldn't go through, but you still wanted the cool thing to happen, it would be a simple thing to let Micah blow the front off of the cockpit.
Right.
And now all of the pilots are having to
that would be
hold on or they're going to get sucked out.
oh my God, that would have been awesome.
Yes. Which I do. I mean, I love the idea of shooting the moat at the pilot and it the moat going through the glass and right here, and then, oh, no.
Like a bug on the windshield, but it explodes.
Son of a...
When we make the TV movie.
or mother.
Just holds up a little sign that says help.
Wile E. Coyote.
Wile E. Coyote style.
Do you think all of that, and Dr. Stone was not a fan of the airship. Do you think it's just because he's never been in one, because he's a little afraid of heights?
No, actually, no, because we established very early on that I didn't seem to have a problem. I was trepidatious about it because when we first started, I'd never been up in one.
Right.
And for someone
And
who's,
you got out there on the back deck, sorry.
yeah, and I even got up on the top. So I don't think he had any problems whatsoever once he realized, oh, this is
fine.
This is fine. I think there was concern at first, but once I got up there, I even told the captain that, hey, this is okay, By the way, Ben's picture of the captain.
Oh, it's fantastic.
On Patreon was amazing.
Yeah. In the Artist Corner on the Patreon for our paid members, you can check out Artist Corner. We have lots of fantastic folks. Ben has a incredible ability to talk to Hero Forge, and create.
He's
and
the Hero
tweak.
Forge whisperer.
Yeah. He just creates wonderful things.
He did the Yusa Kobina.
Yeah. Yes. Who has a little bit like a Yiddish crossdresser look to it, but I'm here for it. It still works. So.
But she looked really good. Yeah.
Kobe's knowledge of dwarf fashion is shallow at best.
Yeah. I'm a dwarf. Got to keep that mental concentration going on with that. Ben has he has been able to recreate, just from our descriptions alone, sometimes matching the actual character artwork of different resources.
Yeah,
right?
not just Red Dirt D&D, but also the Wayfinder Legends as well. There's been some amazing stuff on that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's been.
Yeah, if you haven't checked out Wayfinder Legends, folks, if you're listening to this, Wayfinder Legends, wherever you get your podcasts, it's an amazing show.
Mysteries of Beatrix and The Outlaws, all on YouTube as well.
That's right.
So check those folks out. You guys had a good plan. It was risky, but you do have a man on the inside at the other ship. And you...
Who is currently unconscious.
Past tense.
Right. We don't know because
Well,
you send him...
He's likely not dead,
Right.
because they
Right.
need him.
Yes.
They need his soul.
They
And
need
I think
his soul.
who said so anyway. So yeah, you give him this job of go sabotage the engine, right? It does shudder and slow down, so he is somewhat successful. We think, maybe partially successful, not
He
full
does
sabotage.
something.
Yeah, but then he gets captured, and August has this fantastic moment where, and we had a little out of character conversation of. If you make that jump to try to go save Logan, because you see him step out on the back porch to give like the thumbs up or whatever, and then he gets grabbed by guards and dragged back in. August is like Johnny always brings
everything.
Johnny always brings the drama. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Which I think you would have done it had we passed
Over them.
Yes.
And you
the
had gravity
copper
to work
dragon
for you.
rather than under it. By that time, there's no way you can jump up to it. But had we passed over it, I think we would have lost. We wouldn't have lost Johnny. In fact, it would have been interesting because we could probably all have gotten over there.
Yeah.
And it would have been interesting to all of a sudden now we're the invaders on
Right.
the Copper Dragon.
Well, and on the other side of that, if I think it would have been a completely different story if Moxie had been on the back deck rather than in the cockpit.
Yes.
If Moxie had
Also
been on the
true.
back
Yes.
deck, he would have been able to grab her, point to Logan, and quickly communicate, let's go, rather than being on separate sides of the ship, and she doesn't understand what he's saying. And
Screaming for you.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
so she just keeps shooting because she doesn't understand.
And she doesn't even know who he's talking about. Like, I can't lose him again. And she's like, what is going on?
And it all worked out great that she didn't know what he was talking. I was just trying to bring the story.
That was
No,
great.
it was-
Right.
it was
well, and that
incredible.
was
It's
something.
great. Working
and-
together, it was awesome.
Well, and that was something that we've gotten better at over the years that we've been playing together and doing this story together, or these stories together, is that we're able to say, hey, out of character, do you want that to happen because I can make that happen,
Yeah.
or do you want him to suffer with the grief of not being able to do it because I can go the other way too?
And it's why we edit.
Right.
Right.
And
Because
so,
so we
if
can-
anyone
yeah.
ever tells you that we're scripted, that's about as scripted as it gets.
And,
Do you
but-
really want to do this?
Yeah,
That's about as far as it goes.
And what I love is and I'm going to make another Wrath of Khan reference. The moment you come out was Kirk rushing towards Spock and
gosh,
me having to
yes.
grab you and go,
Yeah.
you can't. He's already
gone.
dead,
Yeah,
Jim. He's
yeah.
already dead.
It's worse than that. He's dead, Jim.
Yeah. Yeah. He's dead already.
He's dead already.
But we do have.
We're all gonna have a moment. Hang on.
They're crying grognards.
Ship's out of danger.
But we're able. Moxie is able to
Why
get.
Spock? Sorry. Go ahead.
Moxie is able to get a message to Logan, and unfortunately is in his head as he is being beaten unconscious.
Yes.
And she's trying her best to like say, you're gonna be okay. Like she's trying to like be there for him.
Yeah.
Because she knows that's August's friend. And but she doesn't. She's like, this is all I could do. I could just be here and bear witness to this.
Yeah.
And then he goes unconscious.
Does he get way we get a dial tone? I should have put that in there, like a little dial tone.
Do you ever turn to look at August and be like, so what do I tell him? He's fine. He's fine.
It's fine.
He's gonna make
They're making him do dishes.
stressed out thumbs up.
And
See,
she
kids,
would,
one time when you would hang up on people, they would just hear a dial tone on the phone rather than just the clicking off. Anyway, go ahead.
she wouldn't outright lie to August and say that he's fine, but she would say they can't kill him yet.
That is what she said, I think.
Yeah, she did say it.
So one of
enough
either
pain in
Dr.
his
Stone
life.
or Moxie says
we
that.
will see him.
Yeah.
We're heading
they can't
to where he
kill
is.
him yet. They need his leg and his soul.
1 out of 2 ain't bad.
Wait, so they need his legs and his shoes?
His soul.
They his leg and his soul. They have
But
they have the bottom of a bottle of whiskey in there. That's what
They
it
need his
is,
legs and his
kids.
boxer shorts.
now I can do a How to Train Your Dragon moment later, and we could be like, did he save him? And be like, well, most of him.
Well, most of it.
Well, and here's the thing, because we were talking about like, the what if. If Moxie had been on the back deck, if she had been able to get her and August up there, because all August wanted to do is grab Logan and run.
Right.
Yeah.
We still would have been screwed.
Yeah, it got to a point where it was like, to what end? This is what my
Because
decision making came
I
down
can
to.
take
To what end.
one passenger.
Yeah.
I can't take two.
I would have had you take him.
Right, and so then we would have lost August as a prisoner of war, or we would have lost August because he's dead, or we would have.
I would have played Kobe until you guys got back to him. I just sat here and picked my nose.
Or we
and
might as well
drooled.
just go full. You can play Minthra. There
No,
you go.
what would be?
I mean,
So
to be
look
fair,
on Johnny's face. He's
No,
like,
no,
I should have
no,
let him
I'll be in
die."
my bunk.
anytime that we lose Johnny, a kobold gains its
born.
A
wings.
kobold gets together.
What would be much more interesting is if we.
I just got the death of that.
Season 1 reference. Every time
I
we
was
lose.
out for COVID. A kobold appeared.
Yes! Oh my God! Yeah. Why did we get Connor in the first place?
Connor. Hero points.
Connor with a K.
Connor gets a gear. I'm giving Connor a gear for that.
Yay.
Well, what would have been interesting is had Logan survived and you hadn't, and then you'd be playing Logan.
Oh, yeah. That would have been a flip.
That would have been
Would have
awesome.
been much better than playing
Kobe.
kobold.
There's a moment, something about, I can't remember what it was, something about Kobe and him being in danger, and August says, well, sacrifices have to be made.
Yeah.
Some of you may die.
Probably
But that's
you.
a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Oh, actually, do you want to know what's even more wild? Looking at my spell slots, I couldn't have gotten us back.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
that's right. You only had the spells.
I only had one.
I think you realized that. I think you're
I
like, I can
could-
get us over there.
I could upcast it and waste my 5th level spell, which,
When you upcast Dimension Door, do you get another person,
No.
or do you get? You don't get anything.
No, you're just using a
Then you
5th
can
level.
just cast it at 5th level rather than
Yeah,
4th level.
you can just use your 5th level spell slot.
Yeah. Oh,
Would
you
it
don't
have been
have 5th level
worth saving
spells
my
yet.
own life? Yes.
But you don't have 5th level spells yet
Yeah, I do.
because you're 8th level.
Did I accidentally
You did.
level up?
It's okay. We haven't played.
Spoiler
She
alert, we
is
might be
whole
leveling
time.
up soon.
Oh, I did.
It's okay. We haven't played.
Yeah.
Yet.
That's all right.
So
I was looking at what level 9 is.
There we go.
what I loved about the character moment of that is it reminds me on Friday nights we have started playing Daggerheart.
Diggerheart.
Yes. And
I hear that's
have you
tons
guys
of fun.
played this yet?
I hear it's tons of fun.
Oh, it's amazing.
So dark,
It
right?
is. No, it's not dark. I mean, you can set it in any setting
Oh, okay.
you want. It's about role playing.
Very narrative
It's
driven.
so it's a D12 system. So you roll 2 D12s for your skills, attacks, whatever.
There it is.
And you add them together, and that's how you beat your DC. But one of them is a light die, that's your hope die, and one of them is a dark die, and that's your fear die. And so if the fear die is higher, that goes to the DM. If you're hope, then you save that, and you can use that for later. But the biggest thing about it is very character, it's very role play driven. Now the thing is, I'm reading through the book and I'm like, this is D&D. It's exactly what, and it's really very much what we'd had in the 80s.
Yeah, first edition.
It just wasn't put down in paper.
Right.
But that's how we role played. That's how we did it. We said, oh, so what is your character doing? Why are you feeling like this at this moment? And I still think that's part of D&D because we're proving that here.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I think of when I'm playing. Like, this is exactly what we do for Red Dirt Outlaws. This is what we do for Mysteries, or for Wayfinder Legends. This is what we do for Red Dirt D&D. It's just not put down in paper. So the fact that Daggerheart kind of says, like, whenever you do something, if I do something in D&D, it says you just do it. In Daggerheart, it says, describe how your character does this, and then gives you the mechanics, rather than in
pretty
D&D,
cool.
it usually gives you a first sentence of a bolt of lightning streaks from your hand. In Daggerheart, it's more of describe how you make this bolt of lightning come out of your...
Right.
And so I love the way it's descriptive. It, again, is not any different from D&D as far as... I mean, the system is different.
Yeah.
So,
Right. Well, it's just there are a lot of people that play very role play light D&D, and so this is just the answer to that, the other side of that.
Well, the word role play too is so. A lot of people think role play is the storytelling when you're sitting around the campfire moments, but it's also one of the reasons I'm leaning more back towards some of the older style, the old school, the OSR, if you will, is instead of saying, you finally get the door open and you walk into the room, I search it, roll a die, I got an 18. You found a thing. That's what a lot of people do.
Right.
What we used to do back in the day when there wasn't something to roll to figure it out, it was the DM describes the room and it's like, oh, there's a tapestry on the wall. I'm going to go over to the tapestry and I'm going to pull it back and see. Or you're walking by with a torch and the DM says, you notice your torch flicker when you go past that shelf. And it's like, oh, there's a breeze here. There's shelf, and you think the player thinks it through. You hardly ever look at your character sheet to figure out what you're going to do.
I think you can still
And
do that.
that's playing a role. I'm playing a thief, so I need to have a thief mindset, not a what skill do I have a check mark next to mindset.
But I also don't think we also don't want to go on the other spectrum where we are no longer rolling because we're all role playing so much.
Right. Yeah.
We don't now we don't roll anything.
And the balance is it's like, well, the DC is going to be 18 for him to figure it
Granted.
out. But man, he said he did this and this and this. The DC 16 for him.
Well, and
now.
Daggerheart is all about if something can be done, just do it. There's no reason to. You might still roll a hope and a fear die and just make because the hope and the fear is a big deal.
If there's no major consequence of failure, don't make them roll.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like,
That's
I'm
a
going to
great
pick this
rule.
lock. You fail. Crap, what do I do now? Try to pick it again? Okay, just let him unlock the door.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now I always loved the way that Aiden always DM'd was that if a lock pick does not work, you couldn't immediately just pick the lock again. You had to do something different. Someone had to come in and help. Casting guidance. Something
If you
had
rolled a
to
one lock
happen.
pick, you broke it off in the lock, and now it can't be opened.
Well, that's true. But I'm just saying. If it fails,
If you
you
critical
can't just
fail,
go.
maybe.
Well, then I'm just going to try it again.
Yeah.
You needed to do You need to do something to, like, again, guidance, bardic inspiration, someone giving the help action.
There's also the thing too: is this a dead end moment? If something happens, you
Yeah,
absolutely can't get past that door. Can everything still continue?
Right.
Then
You gotta be careful of that
If the
as a
answer is
DM.
no,
Yes,
then the door's
that's a
unlocked.
DM. That's a DM, whether they
Yeah,
know that or not. But yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then
There's a lot of unnecessary rolling that happens a lot in modern gaming.
And then, we're talking about a door that unlocks. If you were trying to unlock a door, is there something coming down the hallway behind you? How many rounds does it take you to unlock that door that guy is gaining
I was
on
Sure.
you?
just listening to a podcast that was talking about there were 3 factors. It was like urgency, time. Is there something happening? Is there something on the other side?
That's
And,
the other
and,
one I was
just
thinking,
for
yeah.
example, you're using unlocking a door, and does failure have a consequence?
Right.
And that consequence could be failing triggers a trap that you didn't notice.
Yeah.
Right.
Et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
And
or
if you're trying to pick a lock and it's taking you a long time to do it, if someone's on the other side,
Right, they can
they're
hear you.
preparing
They're
for you.
preparing.
They're
Yeah,
hearing
they're
click,
hearing
click,
you.
click, click, like, okay.
They
They're,
went as far as to say like, well, I get the barbarian to just ram it. Yeah, but who's right? Maybe the victim is right on the other side of the door, and now you smash them too. You know,
Yeah.
Lots of good narrative moments to put in there, other than just I have this number, so I'm going to roll it. I got this one. I succeeded. Yay! Don't let the dice make the story. Make the story leading up to the die roll.
Which is yeah.
right, and
absolutely awesome.
that is just a play style.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And
we
it
prefer
depends-
those kinds of. We prefer a more RP influenced
Yeah.
play style as humans. I personally have noticed that a lot of young people, and when I say young people, I mean preteen, early teen players, like 11, 12, 13. This is especially those ones that maybe were playing as kids, so they know how the game works. They tend to be very just roll the dice, roll the dice, roll the dice. I kill you, I kill
It's
you.
video
I kill
game.
you.
Push the button. Push the button.
And
push
it
the
also
button.
depends
Right.
on what you're playing, because here's the thing: what we're doing is a campaign, so we allow for a lot of the role play, a lot of the
Right.
description. If you're playing Adventurers League,
You don't have time.
you do not have time for role play. I would love to do that. But and it's one of the reasons why I do like Adventurers League, because it's like boom, 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 roll your dice, get through, because I've got 2 hours to get through this game.
It's all about the one shot and how that. Yeah.
Again, and that's just Adventurers League. I'm not saying for every table, and I've also been at tables where I want that to happen, because I don't want to spend a lot of time in the tavern. I want to go into the dungeon and kill monsters. So,
Right.
and that's why I say, yeah, you're right. But I also think there's other time and a place also
Yeah,
for
of
course.
just,
Oh, yeah,
role
yeah,
play.
And then,
sure.
If your
group
table's
to
working
group.
for it, do it. If you're not, if your table's not up for it, then just don't do it.
Well, like one of these games I'm talking to in this style is Shadow Dark, and Shadow Dark is big on the con scene, and it's very one-shotty, and you don't have anything on your character sheet that tells you what to roll to unlock a door or disarm a trap. You have to role play it out. And so you just find a quicker way to do that kind of type role playing, because you've got 3 hours to get through this through this one shot. Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I mean,
it's
yeah,
about pacing.
in my home game, there's not 0 RP, but most of our RP happens outside of character. So instead of talking as my character Mira, I would say, oh yeah, Mira's definitely not gonna just like let that person walk away. She wants to go and talk to them about trying to stay and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, and part of that just comes from who we are as people. And I talked about this before. I have a really hard time. I've played a character that needed to, kind of flirt with somebody to get some information. Kiri can't look at her friend Kenny, the DM, and do that. So she says, "Listen,
I'm glad it's not just me.
I would rather roll this and risk it going poorly."
And there's nothing wrong with necessarily being able to describe something, because also I've also had I've had a problem sometimes where someone says, like, if you're doing something that's charismatic, oh well then go ahead and give me that poem, give me that song. I'm like, if I was lifting a rock, would you tell me to go outside and lift a table?
Right.
No, I'm
you
going to
get that
describe
way
how this
with-
happens. Then you say,
Yeah,
well,
I always
roll
say, do you want to say it like he would, or
roll,
do you want to just
roll the scene.
I don't.
I
tell
mean,
them
but
to
I've seen
ask if
I've
they
seen
want
yeah,
to.
I've seen the GMs
That's
do
a
the
great
other
idea.
side where they say, okay, well, tell me that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't have anything right now. Can I just roll and see if it succeeded?
Yeah.
Because unfortunately.
Well, and it goes the other way too with intelligence, right? I am dumb. Sometimes my character is smarter than me.
Puzzles, gosh, don't get me started.
Right? And,
We've talked about it,
and
right?
of course that goes both ways, which we saw in the murder mystery.
We saw with Billy. Billy was a complete
Billy
idiot, but
is an
somehow he
idiot.
had this vocabulary that would not end. And yeah,
Billy was far
Once he got
smarter.
those dang
I
glasses.
think Billy was smarter than you.
Billy is very precocious, okay? He learned many big words.
He had such a weird gaps in his knowledge base. There were moments
He
where like,
is possum.
peaks
Do
and
you know how
valleys.
possum brain works? No. Are you a possum neurologist? No.
See, that right there shows us that we're not all actors, but we're a table that for the most part loves doing that kind of thing. And as we were sitting here talking, I kept thinking about, on the subtle side, when I re-listened to it, how amazing Connor was at having Sable's, like, not personality, but attitude shift when he went into the room with Minthra. Like, it was, earlier it was like, I don't know, like stab this Hiram guy, like forcing them to get in there. And then you get in there and it's this, even the way he referred to like the rest of the party, was, he became very Sapphire Society, very, very Minthra's mentee.
Yeah. Because it's it's one thing when your parents aren't around.
Rick almost blew that out of his nose.
I should not have been taking a sip of coffee at that example. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
And so like from being with Minthra from a very young age, like Sable's had to be that strict, no nonsense. The mission gets done one way or the other, and then usually he's doing whatever his missions for Sapphire Society are by himself. He's never really had much of a group until this group, and so this group, of course, has Moxie in it.
We're friends.
But
we are.
and she is definitely an influence one way or the other towards Sable, getting a little attitude. And like Sable's attitude has always been there. It had just been kind of beaten down, and
it exists inside Sable's head because there are
Yeah.
think about the beginning of the dungeon jive when you go off ahead of us and we're kind of clomping behind you and you're just like, good night. Why am I?
Yeah.
I have picked a bunch of dopes, but that's all
Go ahead.
internal.
Yeah, and
Good
so
example.
he's really able to kind of just pretty easily shift back into that mindset
Yes.
of, okay, mom's here, I've got to act right.
And you have this moment where you refer to them, you say something like, well, I use the term hero lightly, and then you totally, it's not quite disparagement, but you're like, they're a bartender and an outcast,
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know if Sable necessarily has the issue with the term hero, or what, but it's like, no, we're not heroes. Like, that's not
guys.
what this group is.
That's
Sure,
so
we're doing
interesting.
something technically heroic, but it's just because we're the ones that stepped up to do this, not like based off of much like what you would assign heroes of, like just the pure goodness of whatever. Because if it's just the pure goodness, like you would think other people would have had more of an issue of all this stuff going on. We were just the ones that were following the thread to get to this point.
Yeah.
And so Moxie is just a bartender. That was her time. Like, she's only gotten combat experience through trailing after us.
This is so good.
Dr. Stone's just a doctor.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
I mean, he's a retired army medic.
That is true.
yeah.
That is true,
He's just a retired army.
but that's
Yeah.
I mean, being an army medic. The whole idea is that you're not a combatant.
Yeah.
No.
Right. Right. Quick bounce, but I want to come right back. Does Dr. Stone, how would he call himself? Well, he would never call himself a hero, but do you see him? Do you think he sees the party as doing heroic things or being heroes?
Yeah, almost as much as I think August probably does too. Is
August the
idea
same?
with
Is
the- yeah.
August? I know he's got
I
this
think it
justice
is
thing.
this whole campaign has been two sides of a coin with Moxie and Sable and with August and Dr. Stone. We are two sides of the coin.
that's so
I think
good.
we try to do things to be heroic, to be, as far as me trying to fight against an overlord
help
in a
people.
rebellion. Yours is being on the reason you were in the city guard in the first place was to do good.
You and I met up because I decided to take on guarding people
Protecting.
who were coming. You're
Protection.
protecting. And the whole time we're on the way here, it's like, it's a good city, but it's a corrupt city.
Yeah,
Right.
And the whole thing. My goal is to protect as well and to heal and
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
the two of us together could find a couple other knuckleheads and clean this place up.
Then we found them.
Hi guys.
I just need the city to not burn down. That's where I live.
It's my livelihood.
That's where
I've got a
that's where my
bar.
business exists.
got
All
some
my stuff is there.
Got some nostalgic moments in there.
Like the city can burn down as long as the siren song is still there.
I need patrons. I need people to come into the bar,
That's
so I
true.
need them to be alive.
And so Sable is saying he's just pulling on this thread, and then it unwove this conspiracy.
Yeah, and it's like yes, of the group, Dr. Stone and August are like the quote unquote lighter side of us.
Yeah.
But that still doesn't necessarily like make them heroes. And I don't know if it's also into the regards of like once someone's labeled a hero, there's no more nuance to them anymore. They can't do anything that would technically be morally gray like what August is doing. They can't.
What if I only dress in black and occasionally
But I think a
dark
difference
gray?
here, though, is August is doing this because he wants to. You are following orders.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so like that's also why the pushback of like we're not heroes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just doing
And
what
yeah,
needs to
why
be
are
done.
we here? I think
Yeah.
you're absolutely right. Because that's what we're doing is, but that Dr. Stone's "Why are you here?" moment is just simply, I've actually gotten to know all of you, and I'd rather you not die.
Yeah.
So I'm here to heal you and make sure you all get to in one piece.
Plus, you see now August can handle a group of kobolds.
I will say, if any of us were in a position to have a hero complex, it would be Dr. Stone, because he was called to the city by his goddess and said,
Forgetting
"You
about
are,
that.
you are the chosen one. I need you to go
Or
to
at
the
least
city."
the upper priest was like, you've been
You've
called.
been
You have to
called.
go.
I'm the chosen one. I'm like,
He may not feel like
I
it,
know,
but
that's,
yeah.
and I'm having such a problem with that from the very beginning.
right. He's like, I don't
You're supposed to
know.
bring balance to the city.
I
Let's burn it
know.
down.
You were the chosen one.
Everybody's crying in that movie.
This is on the verge of being dumb, but also in this vein of hero elements and stuff. How big of a drive is saving the kids? Like for Dr. Stone?
I think it's huge.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the reasons why I argued against, but then again, I was also the one who firebolted right inside the cockpit because heat of the moment.
Right.
I mean, you don't know how you're going to react in the heat of the moment, and as a medic, you're a non-combatant. But if you're all of a sudden given a gun and things are desperate, what do you do?
Yeah.
And unfortunately for those guys, they didn't keep any of the children hostage in the cockpit. Had Dr. Stone looked over there and seen a
Had there
kid
been
in
a
the
child-
cockpit,
Oh my goodness.
God, had there been a child there, that would have been a totally different thing.
You would have been jumping from. Well, no, I don't know. So the kids are super important to Dr.
Yeah.
The kids are super important to also August too. Again, we have that coin thing. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we get so anyway so because
we crash land.
We crash land. Oh my gosh! So
anything else though, Connor? So,
No,
okay, very
that's
good.
basically
Go.
we get down, and then all of a sudden you thought, "Hey, let's get in the water."
No, before that, there's also another great Connor moment, another great morally gray moment, because Connor and Kiri instantly start saying, "Okay, where's the lifeboats?" And Sable
Oh,
talks
so brutal.
to the captain, and he's like, "Hey, so how are we going to get across this water? How are we going to blah, blah, blah?" And she says, "Well, the best thing would be to fix up this ship and get it back in the sky. So you're useless. That's what you're telling me."
Yeah.
I know. So you are no longer of use. Yes.
And
The Minthra training was full on, man.
And at
Okay,
the-
you're telling me you don't have emergency landing protocol. You have not installed seatbelts into this craft.
What is it, travel advisory?
there's no lifeboats, there's no parachutes,
Yeah.
there's no nothing.
Y'all, even as pirates, y'all are useless.
Well, we don't know that there was no parachutes or anything like
There's
that.
no use for a
because-
parachute once we're on the ground.
We asked Lank. Lank said no. He had no idea what was going on. He had no idea what to do. We couldn't ask the captain because the captain
Where
could
is
not
she?
be found while the ship was
Having her old gray in her cabin. What are you talking
Next
about?
time you pirate steal a ship, make sure it's fully equipped with safety gear.
And there have been references.
The
that-
exits are here.
Don't sell off the safety gear for rum.
There have. That's a great idea. No, there have been some moments in
But
which Captain
it's like
Winslow.
they're
Go ahead,
retired pirates. They've had the second kiss long enough for it to be the second kiss.
It's hubris. It's confidence. They're
Right.
overconfident.
Yeah.
Well, and then on the other
That's
side
very
of that,
Titanic.
Yes.
on the other side of that, I around the same time I chime in with I'm like, yeah, Rhapsody, feel free to contribute to the conversation. You also were a sea captain for a couple of decades on water.
She knows the protocol that you don't step into another captain's chair.
Yeah, and that also leads into technically this being assigned Sable's mission, and so the mission's not going the way that the mission should be, and so Sable is very frustrated.
You're embarrassing me in front of my mom.
Yeah. And now my mom is here to witness this.
I can't lie about this part. They're watching.
Oh yeah, the number of times that Sable has kind of told the half truths.
Yeah.
Everything worked out, so it doesn't matter how it worked out.
The ends always justified the means.
I think the most recent one was I acquired an airship.
Yeah, I did.
We did.
I have secured an airship.
What does it matter if it was through someone else? I did.
I will say something we didn't mention going into this next round of episodes. A lot of the characters are pretty physically wounded. August and Moxie are still working with a level of exhaustion.
Oh yeah.
Moxie and Rhapsody Rhapsody's not in the water anymore, but Moxie is standing in the water with 19 hit points.
Which was the most brilliantly perfect and
My plan
terribly
would've
dumb
worked.
thing to do, right? It was exactly
It was
what you
beautiful.
should have
and
done.
I mean, but it's okay because I'm there, so it's not like I
50-50
can't
shot
heal
that
you.
this worked though.
Yes. But it's so. What was funny was how long it took anyone to realize this is not the mermaid. Who is
Johnny the player knew immediately.
Well, here's the thing.
He pegged the monster immediately.
I knew it wasn't Marisol.
I didn't.
Kiri did, but I
You
knew it
said,
was a
"Now
monster.
I don't want to judge."
But I don't want to judge.
I did not. Once I realized that it was Sahuagin, then I was like, oh, we need to get out of here. And then when you had two more come out from the thing, that was like, although I don't know if we're necessarily in danger.
We took one of them out pretty quickly.
They're just Sahuagin.
Yeah.
So
The problem is that we are not at 100%.
right.
That's it.
But
yeah, there's some people who took some. I think most of you were. I think most of us
I
were
was
okay.
fine due to my evasion.
Oh, that's right.
Well, yeah, and I was actually fine too.
Moxie's down to only
19
hit
hit
It was the
points from the
crash
crash.
that-
Yeah.
Yeah, the
August
crash.
also didn't save from the crash.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
crash was brutal. August saved maybe because he had his polearm stuck into the side of the
You did fairly well.
railing.
You didn't.
I think that was one of our narrative explanations of that. Maybe.
Really, I think out of the party, Moxie's the only one who's really damaged.
Yeah.
I'm bad. The NPCs also
Yes.
were pretty brutally wounded, but
But they're not
as
gonna
we've
be in the fight.
established, they're also pretty useless.
Yeah, but they're also not going to be in a fight. So I mean, it's like, what we have to worry about is you, because you're about to.
I'll be fine.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I have to worry about you.
She trusts her doctor.
Yeah. Yeah. Trust. Your doctor says take 2 and call me in the morning.
Potions of healing. Take
Yes,
2
take
potions
2
of
potions of
healing.
healing. Call me in the morning.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I totally enjoyed watching Kiri play the fact that maybe it's the girlfriend, and meanwhile Johnny's just like. He's mouthing Sahuagin to me over there. He's like, here we go. And we do. They come up. It's going to get scary, maybe.
I do want to say I do love that when Moxie and Rhapsody were in the water, we were like, get out of the water, get out of the water. Yeah. And then
Get back to the water.
the two come out of the forest.
There are 4 of them, I think.
Oh, okay. 4
Yeah.
of them come out of the forest, and then Johnny said, get back in the
Get back
water.
in the water. What was that from? Does that sound from something? Because that sounded so familiar.
There's some kind of there's something that's like run away and then go back.
Yeah.
I think it's just a gag that shows up in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it was great. It was a good outtake. It was
It was
really
Han Solo
good.
running around the corner
Seeing
screaming.
all the Star Trek.
Oh,
Okay.
that's good. Oh, it's so good. Hey, we are coming to the end not only of this roundtable, but we're also on the horizon, no pun intended, is the ending of this particular campaign arc and stuff. And we are going to do a giveaway. We have a gift from Hal, which is a 3D printed dice tower that looks a little bit like an observatory. It's got like a telescope and stuff on the top of it and everything. And so when we get into our final episodes, we are going to draw and give that away to someone who is a patron member. Now you could be at the free tier.
Right. So no, you don't have to pay.
Yeah.
But we can be in the free level.
Yeah, but we got to be able to contact you and know you're out there or whatever. So if you haven't signed up to be a free member of the patron, then please do that. And probably similar to the way that we did the Wayfinder Legends giveaway. If you're a paid member, you'll get some extra slots in the tumbler. And so that's very exciting.
We're very excited. We're
So
very
it's
excited.
super cool.
3D printed by Hal, and it's hand painted by myself.
Yeah.
There you go. And we'll put pictures on Patreon as well. So make sure but go to Patreon. Just signing up for free is really easy, and it's just great to have you there. And that way we can talk at any time and get in touch with you. You can get in touch with us. It'll be really cool. So.
Yeah. And then be listening, probably to some little blurbs and some ads and stuff. We've got something special. We want to push our Patreon level just a little bit more, just like by 10%. We just want to push that level just a little bit more. It's going to give us just enough to be able to do some other con things and stuff. And so we're working on something special for you guys if we reach that level.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh.
So be listening.
Yeah.
Probably like a new show,
Yeah, well,
perhaps.
See,
so.
I love it when Brooke just makes stuff up on the
I know, on mic.
I'll just sit talking.
That's a big
Okay, well,
commitment,
this is
Brooke.
live. Let's end this now before he makes anything else
Let's end
up.
this now and then have a meeting with Brooke.
I hope to still be your DM next time. I'm Brooke Bullock.
I'm Michael Cross.
I'm Johnny, and I got some mic time this episode.
You did.
Proud of you, bud. Curiouster.
How do you?
Connor Shenold.
Bye-bye.
Keep up to date with the coolest geek shenanigans in Oklahoma when you listen to the Okie Geek podcast. Stay in the know about upcoming conventions, comic books, and the nerdiest happenings in the Panhandle State. That way you don't miss out on things like live Mario Kart, Wizard comics, or board game conventions. Search for Okie Geek on the NPR app or wherever you get podcasts.